In the natural world, a predator's strike is usually the end of the story. But tonight, in the desolate heart of the Kalahari, an apex killer has just made a catastrophic error, and the price of this mistake will be paid in blood. The Kalahari, a brutal, unforgiving expanse where water is a memory and mercy does not exist. A historic drought has gripped the landscape, turning an already harsh desert into a dust-choked graveyard. Emerging into the cooling twilight is an ancient survivor, a Cape pangolin. This gentle, near-blind mammal has walked the earth for over 40 million years, existing almost like a living fossil. But this particular female carries a burden far heavier than her armor. She is heavily pregnant. Her focus is entirely internal, dedicated to conserving energy to protect the fragile new life developing within her. But in a desert pushed to the brink, vulnerability invites disaster. Watching from the shadows is a 2-year-old female leopard, young, inexperienced, and driven to the edge of madness by a week of failed hunts. In her desperate state, she cannot afford to be choosy. She needs a kill. Now, to the inexperienced cat, the slow-moving pangolin looks like a gift. No venom, no horns, no blinding speed. A seemingly defenseless meal walking out in the open. The pangolin's acute sense of smell suddenly registers the approaching threat. She stops, but she cannot run. Her heavily burdened body is built for digging, not escaping. The ambush is instantaneous. The leopard strikes with a sickening impact, her jaws snapping shut around the creature's neck. But instead of the soft tear of flesh, there is only a harsh, scraping sound. The pangolin's defense is absolute. A flawless sphere of interlocking plates, made of dense keratin, the same material as human fingernails. Frustration turns to fury. The starving leopard rakes her razor-sharp claws against the shell, creating a disturbing, metallic scraping that echoes through the quiet desert night. She is looking for the soft underbelly. For the pregnant mother inside, the world has become a spinning, suffocating nightmare of crushing pressure and terrifying vibrations. The danger escalates to a critical breaking point. The leopard is no longer just biting blindly. She is learning. Utilizing raw brute strength, the cat wedges her powerful paw directly into the seam of the coil. The armor is failing. As the leopard forces the gap wider, the pangolin's soft, unprotected underbelly is exposed. One final pry, one targeted bite, and this ancient lineage will end here in the dirt. The audience stands witness to what appears to be an inevitably tragic conclusion. But 40 million years of evolution do not vanish in an instant. The pangolin has been waiting for this exact moment of overextension. With explosive muscular force, the pangolin triggers her ultimate hidden trap. She snaps her body shut like a hydraulic guillotine, pinning the leopard's paw inside the vice-like grip of her overlapping scales. These plates aren't just blunt shields. Their edges are as sharp as surgical scalpels. As the terrified leopard pulls back, the scales cut deeply into her sensitive paw pads. The roles have been entirely reversed. The apex predator is now the captive, bound to the very creature she intended to devour. Panicked and bleeding, the leopard thrashes frantically across the desert floor, desperate to escape the agonizing grip. With a final violent wrench, she tears her lacerated paw free, defeated, bleeding, and utterly terrified of this defenseless creature. The young cat limps away into the darkness, her spirit completely broken. The armored sphere remains still for a long moment, ensuring the threat has vanished before slowly, carefully uncurling. In the grand theater of survival, raw aggression and sharp teeth are formidable weapons. But nature consistently reminds us that quiet endurance, patient timing, and a perfectly designed defense can withstand even the most desperate fury. The pregnant mother resumes her slow, steady march through the desert night. The future of her species remains safe, protected beneath an unbreakable shield that has survived the ages.